Hello guys, I am Azmat Ali from Government Polytechnic Manikpur Chitrakoot, working as a lecturer in Electronics Engineering Department. Now today we have to discuss the subject that is optical fiber communication for final year student. Now in this session we have to discuss the topics are introduction, electromagnetic spectrum and block diagram of optical communication system. Now first of all we have to discuss what is communication. In the last semester, we also discussed principle of communication engineering. Uh, when we are talking about communication, communication is nothing that is the transfer or exchange of information between the 2 points. Now, the two points are transmitter and receiver. Okay. Now, another term is optical fiber. So, optical is nothing that is the light signal, or we can say optical signal, and fiber is a medium, that is guided medium between the transmitter and receiver, or we can say fiber is a channel. Okay. Now go to the next slide. Now first we have to discuss what is types of communication. Now, before we are going to types of communication, we should know some history of optical fiber communication. Now in previous time, we can say in the mid of 17th or 18th century, optical communication system is also come into the picture, but at that time the transmission of signal is done by wireless communication. For example, in ship-to-ship communication, at that time, optical fiber communication is used, but in wireless communication, by using wireless communication between the transmitter and receiver. So if there is any clitters between them, then the signal will become block. So at that time, the wireless communication is not become feasible, is not become acceptable. So in order to remove such type of problem, we introduce a medium which is known as optical fiber cable. Here we have mentioned the medium, that is optical fiber cable, that is this one. Okay. Now when we are talking about types of communication, uh, types of communication can be divided into two types, that is based on input and based on channel. So based on input, there are three types: analog communication, pulse communication, digital communication. And based on channel means based on medium. It can be of two types: guided media and unguided media. So in analog communication, the analog signal modulate the high frequency carrier signal. For example, AM, FM, FM. AM stands for amplitude modulation, FM stands for frequency modulation, and PM stands for phase modulation. Now, similarly for pulse communication, in this case, the signal is transmitted in the form of pulse. Okay, from transmitter to receiver. For example, PAM, PWM, PPM. Similarly, in digital communication, the digital data modulate the high frequency carrier signal, such as ASK, PSK, FSK, that is amplitude shift keying, phase shift keying, and frequency shift keying. Now, there are two types of medium according to based on channel, that is wired, or we can say guided media, that is wireless, we can say unguided media. Now, when we are talking about unguided media, there are transmitter and receiver, and between transmitter there is no physical connection between them, means it is a free space or airspace communication. But in guided media or in wired media, uh, there is a physical connection between transmitter and receiver. For example, copper cable, we are using copper cable, for example telephone line, coaxial cable which we are using in dish cable. Okay, now we are using waveguide. Okay, now the most important, that is optical fiber cable. So our the subject which is based on the medium, that is optical fiber cable. Okay. The frequency range of copper cable kilohertz, the frequency range of coaxial cable in megahertz, the frequency range of waveguide in gigahertz, the frequency range of optical fiber cable is terahertz. So these are the types of communication. Now next, go to electromagnetic spectrum. Now the electromagnetic spectrum can be extended from subsonic to cosmic rays. Okay. Now that is the frequency range of frequency range which is given in hertz from 10 raised to the power 0 to 10 raised to the power 20, and 10 raised to the power 1 represents subsonic, and the last one is 10 raised to the power 20 represent cosmic rays. Now the our important frequency range is light signal. The light frequency range extends from 10 raised to the power 13 to 10 raised to the power 16. This frequency spectrum can be divided into three types. That is, first band is infrared band, second one is visible band, and the third one is ultraviolet band. Okay. Now in visible band, The types of visible bands are VIBGYOR, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Infrared, that is the range of that frequencies or the range of that wavelength that is too low to be seen by a human eye. And visible light is the band of frequencies or wavelength that is visible by human eye. Okay. Okay. Now next one is ultraviolet. That is the range of frequencies or wavelength that is too high to be seen by a human eye. Okay. Now the similar. Okay. Now the light frequency signal. So the light frequency signal is 10 raised to the power 13 to 10 to the power 16 hertz. Now next we are go through block diagram of optical fiber communication system. So the first point is frequency. Now we already discussed that the frequency range of optical communication is 10 raised to the power 13 to 16 hertz. Wavelength is 800 nanometer to 1600 nanometer, and the carrier is light. Okay. Now, for example, in telecommunication, the frequency range we are using, that is 193.1 terahertz at wavelength 152.5 nanometer. For voice transmission, the technique which we are using, that is PCM technique, that is known as pulse code modulation technique. Now that is the simple block diagram of optical fiber communication. Okay. Now in every communication system, for example, analog communication system, digital communication system, or mobile communication, there are the three basic blocks are there. Similarly, in optical fiber communication, there are the three basic blocks are there. Transmitter, second one is channel, and the third one is receiver. Now here the important point is that the channel is optical fiber cable. Okay. That's why it is known as optical fiber communication system. Okay. Now at the transmitter end, we are applying an electrical input signal, and the function of the transmitter is electrical to optical conversion. Means electrical input signal is converted into optical signal or light signal by using a device which is known as light source. There are the two types of light source are using, that is LED or laser. Here the important point is note that we are not using ordinary light source. We are using LED or laser. So light source is used for conversion of electrical signal into an optical signal. Okay. Now LED works on the principle of spontaneous emission. Laser works on the principle of stimulated emission. Now at the transmitter, here we are using intensity modulation. Now what is meaning of intensity modulation? Actually here the signal is modulated, or we can say the digital data modulate the intensity of the light source. Means either the signal is 0 or either the signal is 1. So for 1 the light is transmitted, and for 0 no light is transmitted or dim light is transmitted. So this is known as intensity modulation. Now the signal is optical, which is transmitted to optical fiber cable. Now at the receiver the optical signal is received. So the function of optical signal, so the function of receiver is optical to electrical conversion. Means at the receiver end, receiver receive optical signal which is converted into an electrical signal which is known as optical to electrical conversion. So the device which is used for optical to electrical conversion is optical detector. So in optical fiber communication we use photodiode. Photodiode is basically a PN junction diode, but a junction is coated with photosensitive material. That is the difference from normal diode. Otherwise, photodiode is similar as a normal diode. Now, one point is also important that light source operated in forward bias and photodiode is operated in reverse bias. There are different types of light source: PN photodiode, PIN photodiode, avalanche photodiode. And the principle of photodiode is photoconductive effect. So what is photoconductive effect? Photoconductive effect is nothing that is the when a light falls on a junction means in photodiode junction is coated with photosensitive material. So when a light falls on a junction, due to photon energy, charge carriers are generated. So conductivity increases, a large current flows through a photodiode. So this property is known as photoconductive effect. Now at the last we use decision device. Decision device is used to recover the signal, that is electrical signal. Okay. So the input is electrical and the output is electrical, and between the channel the signal transmission is optical signal. Okay. So that is the block diagram of optical fiber communication system. Now the next one is okay. Now the most important thing is that the reference book. I forget that one. So for optical fiber communication system, you can refer the book is John M. Senior, that is Prentice Hall of India, New Delhi. That is the publication, and this book is prescribed by Board of Technical Education (UP), and this is the I think this is the best book for optical fiber communication system. So I hope कि you are enjoying this session, and thank you so much. Have a good day.